Hello. Today is the anniversary of the first showing of the film Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day, February the 2nd, Candlemas, a tradition brought over to America from Germany and the Low Countries, where on that day they would dig out a badger from its den, and if the shadow, if it created a shadow, then the winter was over. But if there was no shadow, the winter would continue for another 30 days. But the film, of course, has changed the meaning of the phrase Groundhog Day. It now refers to a repetitive experience, that life just goes on as it always has and repeats itself. The story, of course, is about Phil, who is a weather reporter who gets stuck in this time loop where February the 2nd keeps repeating itself over and over again. And initially, of course, he takes advantage of this to manipulate things to his own advantage. But gradually he finds this more and more depressing until he tries to commit suicide, and he does it day after day after day, and of course every day he wakes up not having died. And gradually he begins to see that there's another way of dealing with this experience. Alongside him is Rita, who is someone who he initially tries to seduce and to take advantage of, but she rejects him. But when Phil starts using his knowledge of what's going to happen each day to help people and to benefit them, then Rita finds in the new Phil someone that she can love. And the story ends with them waking up in bed together on February the 3rd. It's through learning to help other people and to use his human ingenuity to be alongside those in need that Phil finds satisfaction and indeed finds love. And I was reminded, as I thought about this film, of an article I read recently by Fergal Keane, the BBC reporter who has produced some wonderful, although very disturbing reports from all over the world as the BBC's war reporter. His own cost, he paid the price for this, suffering from PTSD and alcoholism, and has had a very difficult time. And he wrote this article to describe how he came out of it. And he's keen to say that when you suffer from a mental illness in this way, that the usual therapies and the treatments are all extremely important and not to be dismissed. But he wants to say that almost more important than these for him was what he calls work. Not work as what you're paid to do, but work to make sure that you really enjoy life, that you do things which are going to give you real pleasure and help you to relax. And work which involves getting alongside other people and listening to them and being there for them. He describes this as work because it is effort, because you have to really try to do it, particularly when you're feeling low and depressed and perhaps alone yourself. But like Phil in Groundhog Day, he found that through trying to be on the side of other people and helping them and caring for them and using what human ingenuity you have to be on their side, this is a way of bringing personal healing and indeed happiness. And I just thought today it was worth reminding ourselves, if we're finding it hard work being caring for others, that it does pay off, and that actually this is a work that's really